I saw a tree down the street. I think it was down this street. Maybe it was one of the other, but I thought it was down this street. It was a mulberry tree and they taped it. It split like that with a big branch, huge one. And they taped it with some shit. Yeah, I think it's like 4 or 5 houses down on this side.
I mean, is it working?
I don't know, maybe we should try that, get some duct tape.
Cowboys lost, huh?
Yep.
Okay. So turn it off. Before we get started with the rock, we gotta make sure all of our irrigation is capped and covered, so that way there's no leaking when the rock is over, and we don't have to come back and tear up our old stuff. Yeah, watch yourself. We might get sprayed. There it is, push it through. I told you that'll make it through. Not a fun thing. Alright, let me tell you what's going on. So we put in our concrete curbs. That way we know what our level of grass is about ready to get brushed. We're going to do the exact same thing to the other side. We have 2 patches of grass lined with the plants. So that's what we're doing today. It's a good day. We're here, we got in our concrete curb. Now a thing that we're gonna do is we gotta check our height for our base, so that way we have enough base underneath, that way it stays compact, it'll be ready for our grass. So the thing that we need to do is we need to drop it down 4 inches from here, but the only we need to work with is all these roots that are growing, because there was 2 big trees here that we extracted. Now we're just dealing with the roots. Other than that, we'll get this ready and our grass will be ready to be installed. is you want to put the most pretty side to the most visible spot. So if it's going to be the most viewed, it would be, you know, the opening of the door and the walkway. So that way it doesn't have a bald spot or anything like that. It makes it look a little more presentable.
Any comments, Fred?
I thought about it, but nah, I better not.
Here we're getting ready for our grass. We leveled it out, we compacted it, we compact our base. So the next thing we need to do is get our measurement for our grass, so that way we can cut it. So we got to see which way would be, you know, the best at the end, because we need to take into account the seam. So it's one of them is going to come up to here, and then the rest will be another piece. So we need to make sure that the seam's gonna look better here or over there on that side. Yeah, it won't fit this way. We gotta check where it's loose so that way we can put a staple, hold it down a lot better. Gotta make sure the staple goes in all the way in and it doesn't start bending, so that way it doesn't pull the grass to one side or the other. So if you could drive it straight down and make sure you get all the bristles out of the way, so that way it doesn't look pushed in. So that way you just get the inside and you can't see the staple itself. It's loose right here, so it needs another one. Go and take out the bristles, and you can't see a divot or nothing. Doing right here is he's putting some play sand into the grass, so that way it acts as infill and it actually stands up the bristles. So we're gonna give it a couple passes, so that way it fills in the bristles and it helps it stand up compared to it to be laying down. We'll do a couple passes like this, and then we'll hit it with the brush, the power brush, and get all this grass standing up and make it look more realistic.